self-work. Self-promotion, self-work, self-value, self-work. Building a brand around you is self-value.
Yeah.
Money is self-value. Money is a value metric. So to me, when you build a brand, you're building your self-value, and this is the glow-up you have been waiting for, because this is the moment you finally get to become the person you've always wanted to be, who you really are on the inside.
But to let her out is just like...
With no shame.
With no shame. To let her out with no shame.
With no shame.
Welcome back to the Mom Fun to Read show. I'm so very excited to have my girl Sue Bryce with me again. This is our second episode together on the podcast. Sue is the woman who had seriously launched me on photography. It was Naomi Messina, who is also here, and Sue Bryce. Naomi taught me how to use a camera, and Sue Bryce taught me how to make hundreds and thousands of dollars becoming a photographer. And just having you here, having you both here is just so amazing for me. Yeah. Thank you for being here, my friend. Let's talk about all the wonderful things that you have done. How far back should we go? You want to go back CreativeLive days until now, or
whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we first
13 years.
13 years ago.
You were my first student. You were my first live broadcast student.
Yes.
I always call you my firstborn.
Firstborn. Yeah. Not with this hair. I could be your grandma. You'll be my firstborn.
Yeah. No, my firstborn. You're my firstborn.
Yeah.
13 years. So yeah, here we are. Like, that was my first time putting myself really out there in an international broadcast, and my trajectory just went like that. I went from not having a Facebook page to having, 350,000 followers in a space of 2 years. Yeah. So it was just really like huge. Changed my whole life, blew up my whole life. And then when that dust settled, then it was building this new career. So yeah, it was very different. I think a lot of people start a personal brand and try really hard to get seen. And I started a personal brand, sort of exploded.
Like overnight.
It felt like that.
It felt that way.
But I'd also, when I got on that platform, I'd been just done 20 years. So to me, I'd done my time. Yeah. To the world, it
like
was
they
seeing
just saw
me
you
for the first time and then going, she's got a great business. Yeah. And so, it was kind of just a big explosion for me as well. So it took me a long time to get used to that and having all these followers and making more money. Yeah. Making the money I'd always dreamed of making. Yeah. Suddenly, when what you ask for shows up, it is the freakiest experience.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. It's like you want it so bad, and then it shows up, and it gets a little scary. It's like, ooh, what? Like, it's here. Yeah. Like, what do I do with it now?
Yeah, enjoy it.
Yeah. But you also taught me about money, how to have a relationship with money. I know. You told me I got to look at my bank account every single day.
Yeah. Yeah. I love money. Yeah. And I don't worship money, just for those people that feel uncomfortable. If you felt triggered by me saying that, I love what money does for me. It gives me more options. Money solves problems. Yeah. And don't be afraid of it. It's actually just your energy just reflected back. Yeah. So if you just acknowledge it, you can become really good friends with money. I love money. I love growing it. I love making it. I love asking for it. I love managing it. Yeah. And I love giving it away. So it's like money is my friend. And I struggled with it for so much of the first half of my life. And so now I just invite it in. I think somebody said recently on a big podcast, if money walked in the room, what's your first reaction? If money was a person and they came into the room, my first reaction was, look at this. I just got goosebumps. My first reaction is, hi, friend. Oh, we're going to have a good time now. So that to me was money. And, I could be afraid of money, grew up with none, but why? Yeah. I don't think, and I said this yesterday at a presentation, you can't shame me for having money because I grew up without it. So it's like, if you shamed me or like, how do you sleep at night? I'm like, in a better bed. Yeah. And in a nicer house. Yeah. So in a better bed, feeling safer. Yeah. So exactly. I love when people make friends with money, and I really wish everybody would do so. Yeah. Stop being afraid of it.
And I think that money also makes you more of what you already are.
Always.
Like if you're Facebook. An ass, you're more of an ass if you got more money.
You're just more. It amplifies you.
It is.
So it's really interesting when you get more money, what it amplifies in you. Yeah. Very cool.
I think, though, too, like, I know I grew up like, don't worship money. Don't like, like you're not allowed to love money, or you're not allowed.
Rich people are bad.
Rich people are bad and all that kind of stuff. And it's kind of just like you want to be rich, but you don't want to be bad. So it's like, you're on this like fine line of like, I want to be rich, but is that just being bad? Or like, I want money, or I want more. Or for me, I think I struggled that with the photography business. I was making 6 figures. Everything was beautiful, wonderful, and everything was rolling. And then I wanted more.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I felt guilty for wanting more than that.
Yeah. How dare you? How dare you build this successful business and then say it's not enough for you?
I know. No,
like,
the
is
guilt.
There no pleasing you.
Right. But the guilt was, I felt guilty of what other people were going to think of me.
Why? It really does not matter. And at the end of the day, I often say to people, like, a lot of people struggled when I said I'm not taking photography clients, Yeah. A lot of people, oh, you're an educator now, or you're a motivational speaker now, and things that I heard. And I'd be like, why do you care how I make money?
Yeah.
Why do you care how I spend my day? What you're saying is you don't like the change, and you don't like that I've just changed my identity, and you want me to hold to an old identity. And I'm like, that's not who I am. That's just something I do.
Yeah.
And so as a personal brand, I don't have to be a photographer. I can be a photographer, a speaker, an educator, an artist, a designer.
Yeah.
I can be whoever I want to be today. I don't have to reinvent myself. I just evolve my business, evolve my brand, evolve my audience.
Yeah.
So it's changed. We weren't allowed to be personal brands. I started my business in 2001. I would never have called that business my name. That would have been the most shameful, boastful, egotistical thing you could have done. I did everything to not make it about me.
And you named it you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about you was literally my tagline. And I thought, this is the weird thing. I tried so hard to not make it about me, but it was about me. It was my business. It was my staff. It was my talent. It was my skill. It was my service. Like, why was I not making it about me? I was so busy trying to be humble. Now with personal brands, you have to make it about you. Because you can't hide behind, I'm a photographer, or I'm a creator. You're like, creating what? Who are you and what have you got? Yeah. So now as a personal brand, you say, well, I'm Sue Bryce. And then you go, cool, okay, you're a personal brand. Now I have to really show up as myself. And that's the hardest thing to do. But I think it's the most liberating, freeing. And it's the moment you start making changes in your life.
I think for me, watching another Polynesian woman, because I didn't see any other Polynesian women out there doing photography, making that amount of money and doing all that stuff. So I think once I saw you, I just thought to myself, well, if she can do it, then so can I. And I hope that other Polynesian women, or just other women, period, see that and think, like, well, if she can do it, then so can I. If she can make that amount of money. We have to see ourselves. Yes.
If you don't see yourself in there, if you don't see yourself in the media, if you don't see yourself in other people, how do you believe you can ever do something?
Exactly.
Yeah.
How was it for you, though? For you being the first, for you having to go first, was that hard?
No.
Yeah?
No. And that's the worst part about it. Yeah. I'm claiming prizes that are available to all of us.
Yeah.
I'm walking. I went to a psychic once, and she said to me, you will walk where kings and queens have walked. And I thought about that a lot. I go to these places sometimes in the world that I'm walking where kings and queens have walked. And I thought about why she said it and what it meant to me. And I was like, that I must honor myself constantly. If I'm walking a place where kings and queens have walked, I must hold that honor. Like, if I'm addressing a group of people, whether it's 10 people or 3,000, what honor have I been given, that my voice has been given to stand in front of these people and share? Like, it's like I've got goosebumps over my whole body. It's like I have to honor myself. So honor is the antonym to shame. So when you feel shame in yourself, to honor yourself is to take shame away. So that did it for me. I was like, I will honor myself in every room, honor myself. And to do that, I have to honor everybody there. So I felt like it was such an honor to be there. And that if I truly honor who I am and what I want, and to show up in that every day, I will be choosing an energy that's the furthest away from shame every single day. Yesterday I taught this. Marketing is shameless self-promotion. Yeah. So what's stopping you from putting yourself out there is shame. Because if it's shameless, then shame is the thing that stops you. Well, if guilt is self-correcting, I'm a bad person, therefore the guilt makes me correct myself, then shame is I'm a bad person. I'm just a bad person, period. Yeah. And it tells me you're not putting yourself out there because there's shame there. You don't feel safe to do so, and you feel all the shame around it. So all of a sudden I started to realize in honoring myself, honoring my path, honoring my steps I want to take, honoring what I really want, honoring just every room I walk into, I am the opposite to shame in every one of those energies. And so that's what I just pushed into. How can I honor what I truly want? How can I honor my clients and my path? And I just stay with that energy. Yeah. And because you grow up never asking for more. Yeah. And people don't see you, you start to believe you're just not worth more. Yeah. People who don't believe they're worth more don't ask for more. It's that simple. You've got to see yourself as more in order to ask for more. Yeah. And then step up to be more.
And know that you're worth it. Yeah.
You're the only person that thinks you're not worthy. Yeah. So
I always remember what you said, nothing more, nothing less. Nope. You will always get exactly what you asked for.
Only what you ask for. No more and no less. No. And it is it is not a rule and it's not a theory, it's a law. Wow. It's the law of no more and no less than what you ask for. So if what you are living right now, if it's not showing up for you, you're not asking for it. Yeah. Yearning is not asking. Yearning is actually going to harden your heart. Oh. Yearning is cholesterol, straight, blocks the heart. Yeah. Yearning for something but saying you can't have it is going to kill you. That's not asking for what you want. That's wishing for it and not bringing it to fruition. Yeah. Right. So, I just honor myself. Yeah. And if you could do that too, if everybody could wake up and honor their creativity, honor their voice, honor their time, honor their deepest desires and wishes, and then honor all the people in their life and mostly themselves, then that is the opposite to any shame that you hold for yourself. And you just become more and more of the person that you actually want to be. And then that makes you like yourself more.
Yeah. So, did things happen in your life where you started to honor yourself, and did people in your circle start to drop off?
Yes, of course. Yeah. You start to honor yourself more and people fall away from you. But mostly what happens is the first challenge that happens is somebody challenges a direct challenge to your honor. And you have to stand up for it. Yeah. And that's the moment you're like, now I'm being directly challenged. Is this truly the path I'm going to walk? When you stand up for yourself and truly honor what you want, and that often is saying no. Yeah. In order to honor myself, I have to say no to people, and that's setting a boundary, which is real hard for women, right? So it's all connected. But what is suffering? Suffering is not having that which you want. Yeah. So what is alignment then? Having that which you want in all areas of your life. Yeah. And I want to not suffer. I want to have what I want and be happy with it. Yes. That's the goal. Yeah. So really asking yourself, and what does make me happy and what will make me happy? Me. Yeah. You can't manifest for your children. It's got to be for you. Yeah. And so really coming back to you. It's all self-work, self-promotion, self-work, self-value, self-work. Building a brand around you is self-value. Yeah. Money is self-value. Money is a value metric. So to me, when you build a brand, you're building your self-value, and this is the glow-up you have been waiting for. Because this is the moment you finally get to become the person you've always wanted to be, who you really are on the inside.
Yeah. But to let her out?
Yeah.
Is this like...
With no shame.
With no shame. To let her out with no shame.
With no shame. Exactly. In fact, honor that woman and let her out in full honor of who she is. Yeah. That shame doesn't even come into this conversation. If honor is the opposite to shame, why do we have to even say with no shame? Why don't we just say honor. At full value? Yeah. Honoring myself at full value. Exactly. Like we even feel so bad about being shameless.
Right, yeah.
This is what we work with as women. This is what I have to coach. I'm coaching self-belief. I'm not coaching what products do you want to make and what's your timeline to $1 million. That's not what you're coaching. You think you're coaching your timeline to $1 million. What I'm really coaching is what you believe you're worth, because you're not asking for more, and what you believe that you can create for yourself is just unbelievable. Start working on it, start changing it, and here's the thing that I've noticed, and you are the most beautiful example of that. Every time somebody is ready to grow to the next level, it's not like this. People go like this.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
When you're ready to go to your next level, it comes with a physical glow up. Why? Why are you glowing right now? Why do you look more like Mapuana than the Mapuana I've known for 13 years? Why do you, when you pop up on my thing, do I see nothing but this beautiful energy and flow, like you're in the right place, doing the right time, and the right thing, and it's coming out of your physical body, and you look so radiant and beautiful. And I've seen you do this. I've seen you did it. I saw your first glow up. I was there when you did your first glow up. I watched you create that hundreds of thousands of dollars, and now I've watched you do it again. So if you can see a glow up, then that tells me that if you are wanting to grow your brand, you're really wanting to glow up, you are busting out of yourself to be seen, to be important, to be good enough. And starting a business, it's forcing you to do all of this self-love work because you're about to put yourself out there. And if you don't love yourself, you can't sell yourself, and you are a product. Make no mistake about it, you can't sell something you don't love. So there it is. So why did this change, this new growth, come with a new physical glow up with you? Because this is who you really are, and this is you being honoring that and being more of Mapuana. And honestly, Mapu, it's beautiful to see it. It's palpable. I can feel it. I can see it. Even from Hawaii, from here, I can see it online. I even said to Donna Marie on the way here, I was like, oh, I can't wait for you to see Mapuana. I said, when was the last time you physically spent time with her? I said, because you need to know this woman has changed and grown so much, and I can't wait for you to see her.
That's how long ago it was. I had full back hair.
And so even me describing you that way before seeing you, it's like this glow up. And so why? Why then is your audience suddenly so captivated with you? Because you're doing the one thing they all want to do. You're glowing. You're glowing up in your brand with your name on the door, proudly saying it, shamelessly.
Yes, yeah. I think for me, it's just I've come home to myself. Like I've just truly just come home to myself. I don't care what you think. I don't care if you like my hair. I don't care if you don't. I don't care if you like the cellulite in the back of my legs, but I'm still going to jump in the ocean with my kids. Like I don't care anymore. Like I just want to be happy. Like I just fully feel like I just came right home to myself and I just aligned. Yeah. I went out to dinner the other night with my husband and our friends, and I don't like to go out at night. Like I like to be in bed at 8 o'clock, like all that stuff. But it was like a late dinner and stuff. I went out, like I had on a nice outfit with no makeup, and I loved it. I put on my nighttime moisturizer, everything, because I was just like, I'm just gonna show up fully as me.
Yeah, well, what are they gonna say? Gosh, she looks moisturized.
No. Right, yeah.
You know, it's like if you turned up like that, I'd be like, oh, why are you looking so glowy and, moisturized?
Like to just show up at a dinner with no makeup, just fully myself and being fully present, like I loved it.
Yeah. Look, I have had Botox for 15 years, and I went to a new Botox doctor 6 months ago, and she was like, let's take you back to natural. No. Dr. Hefner is her name.
Okay.
She's amazing, by the way, in Scottsdale. And she goes, let's take you back to natural and see what we're working with, because you've been having Botox for 15 years, so like you probably haven't seen your face natural for a long time. And I was like, okay, this is going to be an exercise in humility. And as it all came off, I was like, the wrinklier I get, the more I like it.
Isn't it crazy?
People keep telling me I'm beautiful. They keep saying, you look so beautiful. You're so radiant right now. And I'm like, really? Because I've got no Botox. I look old, wrinkly. And anyway, the more I challenge myself, the more I keep thinking, what is it that I'm holding on to? Like, I don't want to look young. I clearly have a 54-year-old body. So I'm not trying to make. So I said to my husband, so my face is natural and I'm kind of like it. And he goes, I love your face.
Oh.
And he goes, and I don't want you to look like a real housewife.
Yeah.
So he was like, I don't need you to do any of that. Yeah. And I was like, I just suddenly just thought, why was I holding on to it? Like, I don't care. I tell everyone I'm 54. Like, I don't hide my age.
Yes.
I love being 54.
Yeah. But I think because we both love being our age and we love it so much, I think that we give other women permission to then, like, you cannot be what you don't see. So like when they see us, they're like, oh my gosh, you know what? I'm going to love the lines on my face. I'm going to love, like, I saw that post you did about like our arms.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
like
my crepey arms.
Yeah. But these arms, the amount of people we got to hug with these arms and the amount of people we got to smile at and show aloha to and
always. That's exactly right. So I just want to, there's a meme going around on Instagram right now, erase it or embrace it.
Yeah.
It's to do with your face. Yeah. And I was like, I've started to create creative photo shoots. Like next week, I am doing a facelift. I'm not really doing a facelift, but I'm going to photographically put myself through a facelift. Wow. I don't want to like make people who have facelifts feel bad.
Right.
But it's to challenge the status quo of like, these are our choices now. It used to be fill our faces up so they didn't move.
Yeah.
And now we're just like getting surgery to look younger and younger and younger. For what? For why?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Yeah. So more embracing it, less erasing it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy, right? Like, so when I grew out my gray hair, so many people come up to me and they're like, I love your hair.
Yes.
And like when I had black hair, like not that many people said I love your hair. I was just like, this is crazy. Yeah. But I love myself.
My mum went grey in her early 30s.
Yeah.
So she struggled for like 20 years. She turned 50 and went full silver white. Yeah. My mum has white bob. But my grandmother, who I look like on my Indigenous side, had black hair until she was died, 83. And I look just like my grandmother. So I don't have grey hair. Yeah. And it kills me.
You're like, come on, guys, where are you?
I would be rocking the platinum right now. It bums me out. Like, I'm actually the one thing I didn't get given. I shouldn't complain.
Yeah.
Because I got everything else.
You got everything else, girl. You got everything
the arthritis. And
oh my gosh. Let's talk about when you decided to go from photography and teaching. How was that shift for you?
Yeah, that's the biggest identity shift. It's actually as big as selling my company. It was the big thing. You worked so hard to get the identity. Mm-hmm. In fact, you spend so long in imposter syndrome, like trying to call yourself a professional photographer, and then you're finally good enough to call yourself one, and then suddenly I'm taking that away. But I wasn't, because I was still shooting. I just wasn't shooting clients. And I figured that when you start teaching, you become irrelevant because you no longer have a working studio. But then over the ensuing 10 years, I had over 10,000 studios around the world that were all active.
Yes.
So, and I was getting the direct input and P&Ls from those businesses. So I was directly seeing the success of these thousands of businesses all around the world. So was I changing lives? Yeah. Well, I was facilitating them changing their lives and watching that. Yeah. So it felt very beautiful and important. And it was a natural progression after 20 years of shooting. And then the last 15 years have been great. I still shoot. I just don't shoot clients. I make content. I do a lot of video and I do a lot of creative work. But it's like an identity shift. So what I can say is if you're struggling really hard to own the identity of what you are now, fast forward to 10 years when you sell the business and have to change, and then you're like, why did I spend so long thinking I couldn't have this identity to only struggle to lose it? Had I known it was going to be like that, I would have just simply, and it came from other photographers. Yeah. So I've never been criticized ever once in social media by anybody that's not a photographer.
That is crazy.
I think somebody called me, criticized my physical body once, but I've never been criticized by somebody doing more than me. Yeah. I've never been criticized by somebody doing better than me. Or somebody with a successful business online. The only people that troll me are people in my own industry who are jealous of me. It's that simple. Yeah. I've never, ever received any hate whatsoever. Yeah. So I figured that people would struggle with me changing that identity because it's a struggle for them.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes they want to put us in the box. And then when we want to change, they're like, wait, no, I like you like this.
Yeah, you can't. You're a photographer. So I was like, okay, but I felt that. Yeah. I felt the judgment. I felt the fear. It didn't take me long to get to the top of the educators. Yes. Had that taken time, I think I would have struggled. Yeah. But the fact that I went from, hi, I'm new to number one really quickly in terms of numbers, that changed my trajectory significantly in the industry around the world.
Like we did the CreativeLive 3 days. Yeah. And that thing blew up.
Yeah. I got 11,000 emails that weekend.
That's crazy.
I answered all of them.
I remember we went to dinner that night and your phone was just like the amount of people that were just like starting to, like you had to like flip it over. You're like, this is just getting crazy. I just don't know what to do. Yeah.
And that 11,000 emails, there were suicide letters.
My gosh.
5 of them. There was an outpouring of connection that was really weird. It was like I went online to the world as a free workshop.
Yeah.
And it just was so significant.
But you teach more than photography.
What? I teach more than business because I teach the self. That's what people
exactly.
don't get.
That's you teach the self. That's it.
It's not about what you do. It's about who you are and how you believe and what you believe about yourself. And I think that made the difference. But yeah, there was, and it took me 6 weeks to answer every email, and I had RSI. I cried. I actually, the last day, I was like, remember my wrists were all banged up, and I was like, why are you doing this? I felt like I had to, and of course, I could never maintain that. Like it was just but it was such a shock to suddenly have thousands of people just want my attention. So yeah, I felt very much like I needed to respond.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Energy level though, like how do you keep that? Like for me, I need to protect my energy. I know when people see you, they just get like Sue, and they just
not too
want
much
to
anymore.
be.
It was a time.
Yeah,
it's a very much now. I have more boundaries now, and now people aren't so excited to see me. They're just like, oh hi. So
do you like it better though?
Yes,
yeah,
I
you're
get
like,
to
oh
actually
yes,
talk to people and have a conversation, and I've met some really cool people. I went to this networking at the Founders yesterday, and I spoke there, and then afterwards I stayed and like I've connected with 5 women businesses here that are all really good for me.
Good.
Yeah, so I'm still networking.
Yeah. I think whenever there's a shift in our life, right? So you were photographer, educator, there was Sue Bryce Education, the Portrait Masters, all of that. Whenever there's ever a shift, it's like we're stepping into a completely different room, like a new person again.
Yep.
Yeah. Like that room doesn't know us.
It's not a new identity.
Yeah.
It just feels a little different because, and I always say this to people, it's not a new identity. It's just like, imagine you're in a room full of people and everybody knows you and they celebrate you, love you. You're even the one on the stage. And then you go into a room of 20 people and nobody knows you. Well, you're not that person in that room.
Right.
And it's really healthy to keep going back to small rooms. And that's why I keep doing this, because I'm not important to people who don't know me.
Yeah.
And so often I'll say to people, I walked into this place and it's like, I didn't talk to any, and people are like, don't they know who you are? And I'm like, you follow me and love me.
Yeah.
Most people don't care, and they wouldn't care. Why would they?
Yeah.
So it's beautiful to be humble enough to walk back into the room as a stranger and be interested in everybody else in the room and not worry if anybody's interested in you.
Yeah.
Because you lose that real quick.
Yeah.
I'm very used to, if I'm sitting at a table with 30 people and we're all eating dinner at an event, if I speak, like if I just say one thing, everyone at the table will go quiet to listen to me talk. You can think,
I've
might
seen it
grow up
so
in
many
your
times.
world and think this happens to me everywhere. It does not. And it's nice to be reminded that people don't worship you and that your group of people have been connected to you for a reason. So it's just constantly put yourself in rooms where you are not on the stage and you are not the star.
Yeah.
Because you are not the star.
Yeah.
You are one of billions of stars.
Yes. Yeah.
And you are equally as beautiful as the one that shines right beside you.
Yeah.
I have never, ever, ever been scared of sharing the stage.
Yeah.
Every single person who stood beside me, I welcomed onto the stage. I was like, I could never hoard that because it's not mine.
Yeah.
So I was like, I love watching people step up now.
Yeah.
So.
What about, talk to me about now. What do you got going on now? So now you're doing a couple different.
I teach self-value.
Okay.
I teach business, but I really teach self-value.
Yes.
And I teach how to be a public speaker, but I really teach self-value.
Right. Everything comes back to self-value.
And I teach, I coach, but I coach people on how to make products that make money, but I really coach people on self-value. So that's what I teach. At the end of the day, this is what I do.
Yeah.
So I'm I've started doing these presentations once a month at my studio here in Scottsdale.
Nice.
People can register for them. It's free. It's just 30 seats. Once they fill up, you can't get in. So first in, first served. And I'll do a show every month till Christmas for self-value.
I love it.
It's what I love teaching. I just love teaching people how to be more in their business, how to make more money, how to make more, keep more, and manage more money. How to really create a vision for what they want instead of living and building other people's dreams. And just having the confidence to start putting yourself out there, because once you start putting yourself out there, you get momentum. And just remember that confidence is gained in the doing, not in the vision. A vision is just a thought. It's just a vision for what you want. But when you walk the path and start doing it, that's when the confidence is built. That's when the identity is formed. So you've got to actually hold to what you want and start walking towards it, and just have a whole lot of faith, right? That you don't know what's going to happen, just like you did when you stopped shooting and you started the Mapuana Read Show. And I'm sure a lot of people said, can't you do both?
Yeah.
And you know that your identity had to shift in a way that you couldn't just do both.
Yeah. I feel like for me, for photography, I did it for 15 years, and I'm so very grateful and thankful for it, but I'm just ready for something next.
Mine's 36 years today.
What? Oh my gosh.
The 15th of August is the day I bought my Minolta X300.
Wow.
It's the one that's in my room.
You're so great with dates, and like you remember these random facts. You could probably remember what I was wearing or what I ordered for lunch like 12 years ago.
I do.
Like, you do. You remember all these things.
Yeah, I do. I have a freakish recall.
Yeah.
But I have a photographic memory. So
yeah.
It's easy. That helps when you're on stage.
It sure does. And for me, I go blank. I'm like, wait, what am I supposed to be saying now?
No, I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's all about self-value. And look,
no matter what industry you're in, I don't care what you can be a mom, a baker, a teacher, whatever it is. It all comes back down to self-value.
Yeah, how much you value yourself.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. This chapter of my life, I value myself so much. I value my time. I value all of it. And I think for me, like, that's what made me step into this era so easily. And like, I don't care. Like, I'm starting this other company called Malama Rituals. And I'm like, I'm going to just share everything.
I just followed you on Instagram. They look so beautiful. I can't wait to smell them.
I love it so much. I love it. But I'm going to share all the ups and downs. Like,
I got the goosebumps. Yeah. You know why? It's the rituals.
Yes.
That's what really lit my soul up when I started to read about it. It was it wasn't candles, it was rituals. And I was like, oh, you're not selling candles. No. You're selling rituals now. And that's what made it me instantly.
And Malama means to care for. Yes. So it's rituals to care for yourself, for rituals for you to come home to yourself.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. Do you have rituals? You have morning and evening rituals that you do?
I have a daily ritual for me is about connecting to my goals. Every single day. Okay. So when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is process my emotions from yesterday. If you wake up in yesterday's emotions, you're in trouble. Yesterday's emotions are not happening today.
Yeah.
So if you pull yesterday's emotions, you actually have to actively go looking for them. You wake up in the morning, you will feel neutral until your brain looks for yesterday's pain. Did you know that? And I'm not going to carry yesterday's pain. Yeah. So if there's something that needs to be processed, and in fact, I'm so good at this that if I wake up and something I didn't think pissed me off yesterday is in my mind, I'm like, wow, I didn't even think that pissed me off. But there you go. I've got to say that to my husband now.
For George.
When he wakes up.
You're like, buddy, I am waiting and ready to tell you a few things.
When you wake up, I was going to say. But yeah, you got to process yesterday's emotions. I don't carry anything from yesterday.
Yeah.
I am now the biggest confronter of drama in myself and other people. And if I need to apologize for something, I'll go look for that in that moment. If I need to forgive myself or reset myself, or even just process something somebody said to me and then process it. I do it all there, right then and there, showered, done, processed emotionally well. I can't do anything until I process yesterday's emotions.
Yeah.
And I'm done with carrying anything that is not for me today.
Yeah.
The second thing I do is I reconnect to my time because it's the most valuable commodity that I have. Taylor Swift just said in that interview, her therapist taught her that treat her time like a luxury product, because that's what it is. It's a luxury and it's mine. So I process my time and I have learned to say no. I've also learned that I can only do 3 things a day. And once those 3 things are done, I can put 3 more things on the list, but I put no more than 3 things. And often I'm putting 1 at a time and 2 reminders, because I'm like, I want to be focused on winning at life, not giving myself this pressure. Yeah. Once I've organized my time, I do not go to social media or email until I have processed all of myself, my emotions, my time, and my day. Then I'll check in on socials, because everything on social media and email is a request for your time. Mm-hmm. And I've just told you I don't have the time to allocate until I have my time. So once I've done that and I've allocated what I'm going to do with my day, I activate that day and I do it at full power for myself. I shower, I get walking shoes on, I take my dog for a walk, I work out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's now my ritual. I lift heavy weights. I'm so strong. I am pain-free. I am just like, I make myself do this. I hate doing it. Yeah. Make myself do it. Yeah. I love my trainer though. I do pay somebody to make me do it. That's how much I don't do it myself. And then I activate it. I go about my day. And it's the thing is when my head is right and my time is in balance, I can be nice to everybody. But if my head is not right, if I have not slept or I'm processing something emotional, I cannot create. I can't be creative in my business. I can't manifest more money, more people. I can't create reels that are connected and authentic. I'm just exhausted and stuck in my head. Yeah. So when you're tired, when you hate everybody, you need to eat. Yes. When you think everybody hates you, you need to sleep. Yeah. And when you hate yourself, you need to shower. And I just always think to myself in the morning, is like, that's the time where I have to give this person the most amount of what do you need? Yeah. Like, what do you need today? What does your soul need today? Maybe your body needs rest and your soul needs friends. Maybe your body needs to go and lift weights, but you don't need to work today. You can have a creative day where you're just inspired and listen to podcasts and it's Saturday, just do what, Yeah. I become more intentional about my day, more intentional about my emotional self and how I process everything, but becoming brave enough to actually say no to people and becoming brave enough to do things like, even little things like, hey, why are you speaking to me this way? Or, hey, you said this, it really triggered me and I just want to address it with you. I was never the person that could say those things. And now I'm so brave. I say things, I stand up for myself and I speak up for myself. And I was like, that's pretty magic. Yeah, that's what I focus on. If my energy is good, I can save the world.
You can be fully there. You can be fully Sue. Yeah. But if any one of those things are off, including myself, if I don't get good sleep, if I'm not eating right or all that stuff, like I'm just, and I feel it and I know it.
I'm horrible. I don't even want people to touch me. How can I be physically loving when I'm just exhausted and you I think women get to a place where you're done giving. And it gets to a point where it's so resentful because you give so much that you just want to kind of suck it back and just like not give anything to anybody.
Like, I have no more to give.
Yeah, you don't got nothing left. So it's very important that we do that. Yeah. My morning has become such a ritual.
Same.
Even my coffee. I have this coffee and I have it a certain way in my favorite cup. And I'm like, so
and
ritualized.
when I hold it in the morning and when the sunlight is hitting my face, the warmth of the cup, and like when I sip it, I'm just like, I love this.
I've gotten to a point now where I'm just like, having such good mornings, I'm like, shall we add some gratitude right now?
Right?
I'm like, who are we? Like sitting here with our coffee, being grateful for this life that we've made.
Yeah. Do you have a evening ritual before bed?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have this ritual where anything that is energetically connected to me this day, and one of the things I think, if I want clarity, I ask for it before I go to sleep.
Okay.
You can pray for it. Yeah. You can just say, I want to wake up with clarity around this situation in the morning. And 100%, I wake up, I download. It's like this. I describe it to people like this. Now I know Kung Fu. From the Matrix.
Right, yes.
It's like you get the answer that you asked for during the sleeping, the healing of sleep, and it is given to you in the morning, and it's very present. And so, I ask for clarity around certain things, but other than that, no. My morning ritual is my every ritual. The end of my day is just to relax and enjoy my day, but my morning is a whole new day, a whole new day, new possibility, endless possibility. And I want to set myself up right for it. Also, if you are getting children ready for school, if you are processing teenagers, it's more important your energy is right before you step into that kitchen.
Totally. Because you're going to send them off to the world with that energy.
Did you know you set the mood of the house?
Yes. Yeah.
That made me angry when I heard that. Yeah. The women set the mood of the house. And the only time men set a mood in the house is if often the men are abusive because they're carrying more emotional energy than women are, which is unusual. So if women set the emotion in the house, then if your kids are leaving all stressed out, it's because of you. Yeah. Because of you. Yeah. Your mood set their mood. How dare you have this mood and ruin all of our day? This is the mother. And children don't see themselves as separate from their mothers. They are connected to them in a way that is like, so you take a lot, as a woman, you take a lot of energy, and you have to make sure your humans are all set up for success when you push them out the door to life on their own. Yeah,
out to the world.
And
you're going to send them with that energy.
With your energy.
Exactly.
That you're responsible for. Now I'm making thousands of women feel guilty right now, but if you just care for yourself first, ladies.
Exactly.
You can care for your children.
That's so good. That's the whole reason why I created Malama Rituals. Malama means to care for yourself. It's rituals to care for yourself.
Self-care.
Yeah, but that's all of it, you know.
Oh, I need a candle then for my morning ritual or daily ritual.
Yeah. So the evening one, so there's the one that you light at night.
Okay.
And then you shower. Okay. So that's my evening ritual. And then when I'm done showering, I pour it on my body and I give thanks to my body. So my only evening ritual is to thank my body. Gratitude. I look at my hands and I'm like, as we age, I think my arms, my hands, and my neck. I was like, what the fuck's going on here, people? Like, what's happening? Like, yes. I'm like, well, where did you come from? Like, no, I noticed it. So then with the candle, like, I look at it, and I don't want to look at myself that way. I want to look at myself with love, with gratitude, and I will massage my arms and my hands, and I would just be like, I am so grateful for these hands and these arms. I got to hug my children today. I got to cook these meals. My feet, like, I am so thankful. This feet here took me to all these places, and these arms got to hug people, and these lines, like, I look at myself in the mirror, and these lines on my face got to smile at people and show them love.
How old are you?
51.
You know, if you look at a lot of 51-year-olds, especially 10, 20 years ago, and I look at you now at 51, and I would be looking at you going, you're just a beautiful 51-year-old woman. Why do we struggle so much with being 50 and 60? And I know why. Because inside, I still feel like I'm 25.
Right. Yes. So, and then your eyeball sees in the mirror the wrinkles,
no,
and you're like,
don't.
Who's that?
I can't see the freaking mirror. I can't read my phone. What are you talking about? That's one of the greatest bonuses of aging is you get so old, but your eyesight's gone, so you can't see it anymore.
Right. You get like a natural filter, the natural blur.
If I felt like an old woman, I would be embracing my oldness. But I don't feel like an old woman. I wake up and I think I'm 25, and then I go to do a cartwheel and I'm like, I'm 54. When did you do your last cartwheel? And nobody said that's the last cartwheel you're ever going to do.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what? So I started doing cartwheels because I'm like, I don't want that. Like my niece, I taught my niece how to do a backward walkover. And in order to do that, I had to do one, right? And I was like, I haven't done a backward walk. I can't. But I started doing a cartwheel, and then I did a one-handed cartwheel. And I was like, how long it would take me to do an aerial. And then I did. And then I was like, no, just do a cartwheel and be happy with that, you idiot. And now my niece can do like triple backflips. But I'm like, when was the last cartwheel I did? And nobody said that's the last cartwheel you're ever going to do.
Right. Yeah.
Here's the thing. You've got till 75, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
You've got till 75 for good travel and everything. After 75, everything slows down. International travel is going to slow down. Yeah. If you're lucky enough to be healthy at 75, they say statistically you get to 83 healthy. If you're 73 healthy, you're 83 healthy. If you're not, 70s is where it ends for most of us. And that means at 54, well, I calculated this last year, I've got 22 summers left.
22 Christmases, summers,
and I just
travels.
spent my 22nd summer.
Wow.
Last night I turned to my husband and I said, it's been a beautiful summer. And he goes, it has. And I said, I spent my 22nd summer with you. I got 22 left. I spent my 22nd summer with you, and it was one of the best summers I've ever had. And he just looked at me and he was like, well, what should we do for 21? You know, like, I was like, that's how I'm going to live my life.
Yeah.
My dad told me this. I had this old uncle, a great uncle that died. My dad went to the funeral. He came home and he said to me, the funeral was wonderful. He had a really bad widowmaker heart attack and he lived 10 more years. 10 more years, almost to the day. And every single day he woke up after this heart attack, he looked at his wife and he was like, Shil, God gave us another day. What are we going to do with it? Every day. She said that at his funeral. For 10 years, every day he woke up and he said, God gave us one more day. What are we going to do with it?
Yeah.
And she goes, and every day we planned our day around this gift of one more day, and we got 10 more years.
Wow.
So I was like, if I can plan 21 more summers, I want them to be with people I love. I want to be able to move my body strong enough to move it. I want to be able to feed people that in my home and be an easy, loving, happy life. And I want to choose what my 21 more summers are going to look like.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm going to choose to live. And I'm just going to embrace it every day, whether I'm old or wrinkly or if I have crepey arms or waddly chin. I don't really care anymore.
Exactly.
It's like I got to enjoy that. So, I've started to really shift everything about what I'm doing to the now and what I'm enjoying. And, it's all we get.
Yeah.
21 more summers, if I'm lucky. And if I'm lucky.
But why live it wishing that you were something else, wishing you were younger?
Yeah.
Like, this is what you have now.
Yeah. Also, you think about it like, I'm just about to make a reel. When you paralyze this part of your face, your cheeks, so that you don't have these beautiful smiling lines that you smiled for 54 years to get, it cuts off your ability to smile with your eyes. So you look younger when you're not smiling, but the second you smile, you look like this.
Right.
And you think that somehow makes you feel good about yourself until you see a video of yourself or until you realize your face does not move. And in real life, in order to be happy and animated, your face needs to actually move.
Yeah.
So I just find it so bizarre that you're freezing yourself in time, but it's like photoshopping a photo. It's not what you look like in real life, but for that 2/50th of a second, you're perfect.
Yeah.
Why would we do this? So
you're wasting so much time.
Enjoy your 21 summers.
Yes.
But then also, you know,
if you're lucky,
I should say, if that makes you feel good to do those things, it's okay to feel good. I don't want to shame anybody for doing stuff. I've been Botox in my face for 15 years.
Yeah. But it's okay if you don't want to. It's okay if you do, and it's okay if you don't want to also.
One of my best friends went after me in my late 30s. She was like, I can't believe you're doing this. You're putting poison in your face. She just totally ripped on me. And I looked at her at the time and I said, I'm not judging your choice to age naturally.
Yeah. Right?
And it became a joke. And we've still said it. She was like, you never judged me for aging naturally. And I was like, yeah, and I'm catching up to you now. Because we're all going south.
Right?
Oh, look, why do we think young women are more relative? Yeah, they're more sexualized. Yeah. They're more desired by men. But I realized something when I walk into a room, and I've done this since I was a young woman, I will go to the older women in the room and bond with them immediately. Yeah. Always loved that energy.
Yeah. The realness, all of it.
I have a very close mum, so maybe the mum energy. But I will bond with older women all the time.
Yeah.
And they hold all the power in the room. So
they do.
The first place you
all the
go.
knowledge, and they don't care, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. I love talking with you every chance I get. I absolutely love it.
I do too.
Thank you for all the beautiful 13, 14 years that you've been on this journey with me. And
yeah, just keep going, right? Keep growing, keep going, you're just a lantern. That's what it is. If you hold a light and you say, for all Polynesian women to walk beside me, every time you hold that lantern, people following you because you hold the light for them, and you're just lighting a path. And you're not better than anybody. You're just on the path a little further. So you're lighting up where you've walked. And there's no light ahead of you sometimes. So you're doing this, you feel very alone.
Yeah.
But you realize that in carrying the light, it's not that the path is dark always and it's scary. Yeah. You're on your own for most of it.
Yeah.
It's the most lonely I've ever felt. The more successful I get, the more lonely I feel. And then you turn around, you just realize there's all these people walking behind you.
Yeah.
You're carrying the light.
Yeah.
It's how it works. So it's like sometimes you just have to walk a dark path and just go, well, I don't really know. It's not clear. It doesn't feel that safe. It feels like I could fall off either side at any time.
I have no map where I'm going.
But you suddenly feel and hear this energy behind you, and you look around, there's all these people just like, you've got to keep going.
Yeah.
Because the more you walk on this path, the more I follow you, and the more I'm in your light too.
Yeah.
And the more I'm on this path. And it's like you're just a lantern. That's it.
Yeah.
And you just walk in a path, and you're just lighting up the path for everyone else going, you know what, guys? It's not that scary.
Like, come along.
Just so you know, like once you get here, it's a little bit lonely, but there are many riches to be found on this path. And it's like, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I challenge myself now that I'm successful, like to pull any trigger I feel towards anybody else's success. If there's any trigger to why I wouldn't promote somebody else, what would that mean? What does that mean to me? Lately, I'm on Instagram, and I like everybody I follow because I believe that when you follow an account, you like their content, you're there to follow it and like it and support that content. If you don't like the content, you don't have to like it, but you don't have to acknowledge it. But if you do like it, you should support this person. And I like all the people I follow. But I've started to like any post that's not on a follow, just any Instagram reel that has a strong woman in it. So if she's doing a backflip, I like it. Even if she's a stranger, if she's dancing, if she's doing a pull-up, if she's walking on stage, if she's in a wheelchair doing something, I don't care. If it's a woman and she's doing something awesome, I've decided I'm going to like it. I'm going to like that. Oh, I like you. And every time I like it, I'm like, I support you, girlfriend. I support you, sister. I support you, mother. I support you, sister. I see you. I see you. And I'm just like, these are just women just putting themselves out there, and it's hard as a woman to do that. And they are just doing it, and they're trying their best. And I was like, why shouldn't I like everything that I see? Unless I don't like it. I'm not going to like something I don't feel good with. And I just really want to just like start being that person. Women hold too much competition to other women in the room.
Yes. Yeah.
We already compete with each other for men.
Yeah.
Don't
and now we're
make
doing
me
business
compete with you in business.
Yeah.
I don't want to compete with you in business. I want you to be wealthy, and I want to be wealthy, and I want us all to win.
And I just want to cheer you on. Yeah.
So there's got to be this acknowledgement that women, when we compete, we compare. And we just do it. We have to compare ourselves constantly, and we keep ourselves back because of it. So don't let your own competition stop you from becoming successful. That's what I would say to women right now, because I'm walking into a lot of networking rooms and I feel a lot of competition. I am not your competition. I'm not your competition. I'm not your competition. I can help you get to the next level. Do you think I'm going to compete with you? And I don't compete for what is already created. I go and create what I want, and I don't compete for it. The sooner we can get ourselves to a place of no competition, that we are enough, then we can win.
So great. So great. I love it. I love all of it. Like, I have learned so much from you. So much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Yay.